All right, welcome back to another game. I'm sorry, it's been a while. I said I was going to do multiple games, but it didn't end up going to plan. I had to do a lot of other things, and then I've been grounded a lot. Um, but we're back in Memphis, where the Sentinels face the Black Knights. We have a new commentary buddy. His name, you guys can call him Lando. All right,
Yo.
he'll be side by side with me today as we take a look at this match. It should be a good one. So here we go. Gonna go ahead and send the game till the end. Oh, there's wouldn't be one of these games if it. Hold on a second.
Isn't it if you put it on slow, we can actually see the thingy? Yeah.
Yeah, we can see the play, but this is not what I wanted. Okay. There we go. All right. So you seen what happened the first couple of drives that, or sorry, plays. Ooh, I'm on one
Plays.
today. And the Black Knights fall just short of the first down marker, and there goes
With
a
an injury.
Sentinel as Oliver leaving the field and going into the locker room. See him later on. We'll give you the update. Meanwhile, Sentinels return here, and he is clobbered by the Black Knights. What a great job on special teams. And Lando, if you want to talk a little bit about Josh Allen.
Well, Josh Allen is a 98 overall. Decision making, he's aggressive. He's a very speedy quarterback. And we all know he can get that ball out anytime he wants to. And yeah, anything you got to say about him?
No, nothing else. You nailed it. Here is Josh Allen here, and on the slip screen, looks like the running back and lineman got a little tangled there. So the first mistake for Allen, as now he has an empty backfield, and it's going to be another screen. So they didn't give up on that, and he pushes forward surprisingly for about 7 yards, brings up third down. 3rd and 3 at the 36. Looks like shotgun. They'll hand it off,
Handoff.
and it's going to be a first down. James Cook for 5 yards is getting a little bit chippy down there. I don't know exactly what they're fighting about. It was only a 5-yard gain. 1st and 10. Josh
Josh
Allen,
Allen.
this is what we're talking about. He's a little bit of a scrambler when it comes to this playbook that the Sentinels run. So 2nd and 7 at the 45. Allen zips one, midfield, incomplete. Just couldn't hold on. That one, I mean, if you're going to have your hands on it, you got to catch it. That is a money catch right there, and it's a money down right now. 3rd and 7. Allen zips it across. First down. That one is
That's
to
Debo. Or
Samuel.
was that?
Not Debo. I think that's
Not Debo.
Asante.
Sante Samuel. Yeah.
Yep.
You're right.
So 1st and 10 at the 47. They are now in opponent territory as Josh Allen receives the snap, looking to throw, and he's got a nice little chunk completion. Believe
To
to
Shaquille.
the. Go ahead.
Khalil Shakir.
I call him Shakira sometimes. Is it'll be first down at the 34. Motion man is Samuel. Allen going deep, intercepted. Looked like
Intercepted.
such a good drive, and they just hurt themselves right there. Sean Murphy Bunning with his first interception of the franchise. So Obviously, we're in season one. A lot of these guys are going to have their first interception of the franchise here, but that one was a nice contested interception there. That's something you don't see all the time. Is out comes Kyler Murray, kind of an underrated
Kyler Murray's
quarterback.
also a speedy quarterback.
Yep, we're watching a bunch of
He's
scramblers
also got the
today.
throw power to probably get out there. James Conner's out there with a 5 yard pickup.
Yep. So 2nd and 5 now at the 31. Tyler goes off play action, and the tight end just cannot stay up. That's McBride. As DeMar Hamlin, one of the more storybook players you'll know from the NFL. He's got a lot to prove for the Sentinels. 3rd and 8. Launches this one, and
Deep.
it's caught! It's
It's
caught!
caught!
Double coverage! Wow, what a play! Murray gets hit as he throws. I gotta give him credit for that one, and then slips it into double coverage there. A third guy trying to come up and make a play, but didn't happen. That is amazing. Amazing throw and
Kyler Murray's
amazing catch.
usually
Go ahead.
Yeah, Kyler Murray's usually up there slinging a ball down deep if he can, and he trusts his receivers with all of his heart. So
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, he kind of got to throw it into double coverage right there. But I guess the clock was winding down for him as this
James
is
Conner,
Connor on a 4-yard gain. And that brings us to the end of the first. So, Allen running the ball, throwing it, and obviously an interception as we end the first quarter off. And the Black Knights have the ball. So
0-0.
San Antonio looking to score as the visitors in this matchup. 3rd and 6. Black
Kyler Murray
Knights
drops
Murray.
back.
And he is
He gets
rocked.
sacked.
Johnson
He is
on the
brought down.
sack. Murray gets up really fast there. That's a good sign. But, ooh, that was a good form tackle right there. And
Oh, that hurt.
that's a big boy right there. So you kind of got to brace yourself for that one, as that brings them to 4th down.
The special
Sorry,
teams out on the
guys.
field.
One of my friends got online. 4th and 16. The kick is up, and it is good. So a mid-range kick, but pretty routine, as the San Antonio Black Knights start off our game with a field goal. So they'll receive this one at the 3. Can't get too much blocking where he was going. And
He was
he'll get
tackled at the
stopped at the
27-yard
27.
line.
In terms of passing yards, Memphis definitely holds the advantage with Josh Allen. But,
Josh Allen and this Memphis team,
oh,
when
here
they
we
go
go.
a little bit
Little slip
open, they're going to
screen.
be dangerous out there.
Yeah, of course. You look at Josh Allen, and you kind of see what kind of player he is early on. Like, what do you think, just from watching this, like, what do you think he's going to do? Hold on, play action. Allen scrambling around, can't find anybody, and he goes down. That is
Justin
Justin
Jones on the
Jones
tackle.
right there. And the Black Knights answer the urgent call right here. I mean, you got a guy that's about to get the first down. I mean, even if he just runs it right there, you can see Harrison Jr. right there, one of the star players on the wide receiver core for San Antonio. 3rd and 14, though. Allen scrambles out, and
Allen,
he cannot go
he's
anywhere.
going
It's
nowhere.
another sack for the Black Knights. And as for him, he gets up, but a little slower. 4th and 18 at the 19.
Memphis punts it.
Yep, and that one lands
They
at the
call it fair
41.
catch.
Kyler
This is not a
Murray.
bad spot for Kyler Murray at all.
Nope, not at all. As we've seen Kyler Murray on the last drive. He has a playmaker ability as he takes off with this one, and it's going to gain him about 3 yards. So not terrible. And on 2nd and 7, the handoff,
Counter.
and he's going to have his first TFL made against him, as it'll be 3rd and 8. 44-yard line, Murray.
Drops back,
And
fires.
this
It's
pass is
caught.
caught at the 35.
McBride.
Yep, that is McBride. And I mean, when you look at especially younger quarterbacks, your tight end is your best friend. And we can see that right there. Breaking off for a huge gain, and it results in what could potentially be a field goal at the end of this drive, but I don't think they're looking for field goal.
No,
First
they're
and
definitely looking
10.
for the touchdown out there.
Murray for a 6-yard
Caught by Wilson.
reception. That is Wilson. And we have reached the 2-minute
2-minute warning.
warning. San Antonio 3, the Sentinels 0. And one reminder once again that they are very close to getting our first touchdown of the game. Murray gets this one off. I believe that is McBride. Once again, it
McBride.
is. So to the 20 now for Murray.
1st and 10. Murray drops
Murray
back, fires,
fires
and it's
incomplete.
overthrown. Damar
Just
Hamlin.
can't get that. And like I said, Hamlin has a lot to prove, and that definitely helps his campaign, as this one is going to be caught. 1st and goal. So now we're inside the 10, not quite to the 5. We
Inside the
got
red
the
zone.
8-yard line. We'll probably have
Drops
under
back, he
40
fires.
here, as this
That's
catch
Wilson.
is made once again by Wilson. 2nd and goal at the
The
2.
6-yard gain.
6-yard gain gets him within punch-in distance. Murray fires, caught.
Touchdown!
What?
Elijah Higgins.
Yeah, what a play right there by the backup tight end. So we obviously see pressure right there, and Murray kind of catches the DBs sleeping right here. I mean, that secondary did not react to that ball at all. Must not have thought it was going to be thrown their way, as the
This San
extra
Antonio
point.
team definitely came out here to play today.
Yep, extra point is good, and I would certainly agree with that statement, partner. I think they see the competition in front of them, and realize they're on the road, and they've just got to fight for every yard. And they've certainly done that point for point here. And that is a vicious
And that's
hit.
a big hit.
Yeah, vicious hit right there at the 23. So that's where it'll go down. And this defense going to look to lay the boom here. 1st and 10. Allen. He's good in these situations. Fires incomplete.
Deflected.
Yeah, that's deflected. But that had a chance right there. That's what I'm talking about. He's one of those big playmakers when he needs to be, and that's why the Sentinels need him here. And Allen zips this one out. Incomplete. He has not found very many targets there. Asante Samuel. And this
Asante
will be
Samuel
third
can't
and
get his
10.
hands on that one.
Nope. And they'll run here.
James
It does
Cook.
not go to plan. James Cook stopped by White. 4th and 10 at the 21, or sorry, the 24, 21 seconds left is what I meant to say.
And they punt the ball.
And yep, they did punt the ball, and it's going to go to the 33. 1st and 10 with 15 seconds left. We'll see what they want to do. So Murray looking.
Kyler Murray drops back,
They're going to pass here. It's
fires.
caught.
That's Connor.
And, yep, that one is Connor. So 2nd and 8 to the 36. 8 seconds left. They'll hand this one off, and very wise right here to do that, as I believe, I think maybe San
Clock at
Antonio gets the
0.
ball
Halftime.
to start this next half, and Memphis kind
Sentinels
of,
definitely do get this ball at halftime.
no, because I thought they had the,
They might.
yeah.
I don't know.
So obviously haven't done that game yet. We'll give you live coverage from that one. Montreal Mounties and Snowhawks, we did. The score was 13-10 Mounties on top. And Memphis Shamrocks versus the Monarchs. Now we have yet to do that one. That's coming to you later. As we have this game right here. Murray, he's been absolutely on point. I mean, you see this ball, that's probably going to be play of the week, if I had to say so myself. But
He even
partner,
got
before
hit
we
in the
jump,
middle of the throw.
yeah, before we jump into this one though, partner, do you have anything to say heading into this one?
Uh, Not much. Just play your guys' heart out. That's about it.
All right, so a message to both teams to play their heart out. And away we go. So here's the kick right here. They'll receive at the 5. So this return, as the Sentinels do get the ball first. I thought the Sentinels threw the ball for an interception earlier, but
There's
there
another
is another
injured
injured
Sentinel on that
Sentinel.
field.
We've seen a lot of injuries week 1. We'll probably end up turning the injury, like, sorry, the injuries down, so that doesn't happen very often. Some recommendations though, if you guys do want no injuries, you can absolutely ask for that, but as we go on, I think we want to make this league more realistic in terms
Asante
of,
Samuel with the catch.
yeah, I think we want to make this more realistic in the future. So again, any ideas work here. And we
There's
have
an
an injury
injured.
timeout this time for the blackknights, as I think it's one of their defensive linemen. 1st and 10 at the 43 now. Allen zips this one in, and he got it
Shakir.
to the 35. That is Shakir. They call him, like I said, they call him Shakira. And it's because of stuff like that. Look at his hips, the way he moves on these plays sometimes. I mean, that's exactly why the Sentinels drafted him, as tight end in motion. Now give it to the halfback here, James Cook, as it is 2nd and 9 now at the 34, so within striking distance. Allen just does not need a sack right now. Allen zips this one to Shakir again, looking very similar to the last play, and they have a rhythm. So this Memphis team making a statement coming out of the second half. They're saying, hey, now hold on. We ain't down yet. It might be 2 possessions, but we can match that very easily. Allen zips this one, and it's almost intercepted by the same guy, Murphy Bunton. And he has had himself a game. as far as
He's
those
had an
contested
interception this
catches,
game. He's had
and he's had
deflection.
our
What
yeah,
doesn't he have
he's
this
had our
game?
only interception of the game. Allen, that is impressive right there. Do you see that, partner? That was a one-handed catch on a crossing route.
Especially by Asante Samuel.
Yeah, he's not very highly rated as a receiver. And there's Allen again to Shakir. They have some chemistry moving in here. And for the first time in this game, the Sentinels are in less than 10 yards to the end zone, which means, of course,
They
first
definitely have
and
that
goal.
connection going into this game.
For sure. For sure. And here is Allen. They're going to just run this one straight up, and it's not going to work. Might just get back to the line of scrimmage there, maybe a yard, as it'll be second and goal. The Black Knights defense has been absolutely insane this game, and that's a drop. Cook has got to catch that one.
Incomplete.
Slip screen. That could have been a fumble. They'll say it's not because it wasn't a backwards pass. So on third and goal, Allen. Motion to Asante Samuel. Allen. End zone! Incomplete. That was
It's
Amari Cooper
dropped.
getting his first look of the game. And Allen obviously ticked right there. Fourth and goal,
He
though.
definitely has to
They'll go
expect
ahead.
Amari Cooper, aka the veteran, to catch that ball in that end zone.
Yeah, for sure. They do walk away with this thinking that maybe their defense can do something. They give the ball back with having scored a field goal, and this one was taken at the 2 as we get a well, let's see here, about a 26-yard return to the 28. So San Antonio, they've got some they've gotten some fire after that first
Connor.
half, and James Conner obviously bringing a little bit
Oh,
of
he's
a
slow to get up.
oh yeah, he is very slow to get up. The wear and tear might be getting to him. Could see a substitution here soon, and we will.
That's
Oh
back
no,
to
I'm sorry,
Connor.
that is Connor. My bad. I thought I seen a different number back there. Must have been looking at the fullback.
Goes a fullback, yeah.
Okay, first and 10. At the
Murray
39,
fires.
Murray. And there he is once
McBride.
again being a playmaker, and it's to McBride, his favorite target this game. Probably has the most receptions, and Johnson gonna need to tighten his coverage when he goes against that guy again. I mean, look at that. Separation as a tight end is absolutely key. Even if you only get that ball and go for so many yards, I mean, with anything, that is insane. All right. And to turn it up is especially nuts here. And as we enter the fourth quarter, I would encourage everybody to turn this game up. We have a very winnable game here for Memphis as we see also I think the Sentinels just need to get something here on defense. Pass intercepted.
Intercepted.
What did I tell you? Can't find the edge. He's down at the 18.
Teron
Teron
Johnson.
Johnson. I was just talking about the DB on the McBride catch. What a play to shut me up. That was incredible. So double coverage, must have thought since he got that one earlier, he could have got that one. Only problem is it was underthrown, and Josh Allen comes back. I mean, when you look at the coaching decision from earlier to go for a field goal, it might pay off right here. Again, Josh Allen, very good in pressure situations, as they'll give this one to Cook for a yard gain. Second and 9. Now at the 19. Allen to hand off to Cook.
That's the 5-yard gain this time.
Yep, 5-yard gain. 3rd and 4. Now to the 23. Defense tightening up. Tight end is in motion here. Allen zips this one across. It's caught by Asante Samuel, and he'll get the first down.
Both of these teams are looking good out here today.
Yeah, and there is a
Oh,
injury
he's
right
injured.
there. That's Asante
Asante
Samuel. He's been
Samuel.
taking hard hits all game and just powering through. Finally gets to him there. We'll give you an injury report at the end of the game. Meanwhile, 1st and 10 for the Sentinels as we see Allen throwing here, and it's incomplete. And that might be the backup in the game now for Asante Samuel. As we reach 2nd down, we got 4 minutes and practically 40 seconds here. Allen zips this one across the field and incomplete. That ball hung in the air for a while. And we have a little
It
bit
was
of a
targeted towards
scrimmage.
Keon Coleman.
Yeah, Keon Coleman, and he got into some sort of disagreement with the play there, and wow, Kincaid,
Dalton Kincaid.
we've seen him come up in major situations too. And finally, a catch for the tight end here in the final 5 minutes. Call it 4 here in a second. 1st and 10. Sentinels. Allen drops back to throw. Pass is caught. It's Kincaid once again. They've
Kincaid
got a
again.
rhythm. Down to the 40. We'll see how they want to play this one. Defense locked in
It's usually
tight
Dawson
here.
Knox out there on the field, but no, they switched it up and went with Dalton Kincaid.
They
And there
did.
he is
And it's
again.
2nd and inches now after that catch. That's his 3rd straight. Only catch, though, on that one that he didn't have a first down on. Here's a pass, and this one's incomplete. That one was headed for Shakir. Just a little underthrown by Allen. Results in 3rd down. Honestly, I'm saying whatever, go to your running back here. And they do. They get more than what they wanted. But it will certainly work as Cook starts cooking inside the 20. So Josh Allen making some calls right there. And Shakir holds on. That's one of those Asante Samuel catches we've seen earlier.
1st and goal.
And yep, it is now 1st and goal. Very convertible here as we are in the 2-minute warning. This one to watch, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I told you. Tune into this 4th quarter. Turn up your TVs because it is going to get rambunctious. As Cook goes for about a gain of, we'll say, 2 yards to the 7. So it'll be 2nd and goal for the Sentinels. Allen looks to throw. He's going to run here. End zone! Can he get in? No! He stiff arms a player at the goal line, and then the cavalry comes. And it's 3rd and goal. This is going to be huge here. Minute 20 left. This one is incomplete. Bobbled by 2 receivers. Playing a little bit of
Bounced
hot
off one of their
potato in
helmets.
the end zone. Yeah, there is Keon Coleman.
And of course, they have to go for
And
this.
so still no Asante Samuel. Allen hands it off. Touchdown! Memphis!
Both of these
James
teams
Cook
are doing really
finally
good.
getting a significant stat right there. And, I mean, why not? Give it to your running back at the inch-yard line there. Let him power through. That's what they did. 10-9 pending the extra point. It will be a tied game at 10. And it certainly is. You always got to watch those extra point kicks because that's what screws over teams sometimes. As we see another kickoff, this time with the Sentinels scoring 7 and tackle made at the 27. So now the Black Knights, let's see what they have to do. They have to go down and at least
Murray
get,
coming back onto the field.
yeah, they at least have to get a field goal, which is very obtainable in a minute and 11 seconds, as well as a touchdown, which is also very obtainable. All right, Murray
Murray.
goes for a slip screen. He completes it, but it doesn't go exactly too well. Meanwhile, 2nd and 12, we'll see what he can do here. Gets this one off to McBride. He takes the dump pass and is going to get 2 yards. Not looking good. 3rd and 10. Reminder, San Antonio still has 2 timeouts. This throw incomplete. We'll see what they do here. It's a must-go-for situation, but with the CPU, you never know. Sure as crap, they're going to punt it,
Yeah,
and they might have just lost the game right here. What a
they're giving
stupid,
Memphis an extra
excuse
chance
my
to win this
language here,
game.
but what a stupid decision right here. I mean, you have 30 seconds on the clock after you punt that, in which you could have just converted a 4th down, called a timeout, and kept driving. But now, Allen, and I think what they're doing here, I think is that what they're trying to do is get into the end zone or get a field goal, avoid overtime, and obviously, the Black Knights, they're gonna want to go to overtime here. Allen, they know he's scared of the coin toss, but
If you're the
Allen trying
Sentinel
his
team, you
hardest.
definitely just want to get in a field goal range.
Oh, for sure. This one is going to be tough to try and fight back from. And ladies and gentlemen, we might see our first overtime game of the season. But we'll see what Josh Allen does to try and prevent that. And this pass, to the middle, it's caught. They're well within field goal range. He almost got up and said, it's not enough. 16 seconds left. They're going to run another play, but they don't necessarily have to. I think this is more of just a run the clock situation. And it will be as Cook gets 2 yards, about 3 seconds taken off the clock there. 2nd and 8. Handoff is going to get a yard. And there we go, the final timeout. We're going to see here 5 seconds. Can he make the chip shot field goal? And will the Sentinels see an exciting start to the first game of the season? Timeout for the Black Knights.
They're gonna ice the
They're going
kicker.
to ice him, yes. This one, Tyler Bass, he's been caught in these situations a lot. A lot of death threats. Can he make it right here? Kick is up. It is good. Memphis will
Good.
win. 2 seconds left, but I believe they will win. The
It's
kickoff
very possible we're
return
gonna get a kick
is
return
going to
touchdown
have,
now.
yeah, it's going to have to be electric. Oh, hold on. They'll take the touchback. Very smart. And now we have a Hail Mary attempt. Now, remember, Murray Magic is very much a thing. 2 seconds left. Murray
He did the same
is
thing with
sacked.
Fitzgerald, but he got sacked.
It's over. Memphis with our most electric game of possibly the first week. I mean, this was incredible. Play for play, bar for bar. This one was one to watch, partner.
This Sentinel team was down by 10 points, and they came back to 13-10.
Yeah, this is nuts right here. Murray, you see that last play on the highlight right there. That was not one to remember. Now everybody's gonna probably go after the coach for the Black Knights, but let's remember what they were trying to do. They were trying to have an overtime match. They trusted their defense. It just didn't pay off right there. I mean, not much you can do in that situation. And we'll review the quarterback stats before going into our next game here. Kyler Murray, a touchdown, 144 yards, and a 70, we'll call it 78% completion rate.
And Josh
And Josh
Allen,
Allen,
zero
almost
zero
100,
passing
hold
touchdowns.
on, almost 100 or 200 yards, excuse me, and a 55% completion rate, 0 touchdowns, though. Might have to get that one up. All right, go ahead, partner.
I was just gonna read the stats of Josh Allen, but good.
All right, that's for the quarterbacks. And
To end of
again,
week
we're
one.
trying to get more games out, so not quite dark enough yet to do our night game, but we will definitely be on here in just maybe 10 more minutes to have Shamrocks and Monarchs. But so long from Memphis. This was an incredible game once again. So long, and see you in the other side. Peace.